Yo, what's good, everyone? So, last week we broke down Gotham, plugins and libraries, everything I used to make it. This time, we're going to do a track from my new EP, Second Wave. This tune's called Harlequin, and it goes like this. Yeah, so let's start from the top. Similar to Gotham, how I kind of make these kind of tunes is I'll find a loop that I like and then just build the tune from the loop. So this is how I started the tune. Yeah, and to get that sound is this, Gozeng, wavy Chinese instrument. Nice. So that's in the contact player. And it plays alongside this. Which is from Sonoscore's The Orchestra. I was rinsing this for a while. I had a season where I was just getting in this plugin. Low brass staccato. It's a nice plugin. It's got some nice sounds in. It's got some really nice sounds in. So yeah, that's just a basic sound effect, nothing special. Into the drop. Let's start here. See, just like Gotham, again, this is stuff layered up. So you got the same intro sound in there, the Guzeng plugin, and then you got this just to make things more intense. Yeah, and that is coming from the orchestra, trumpet staccato. It's a nice, yeah, nice. Don't watch my piano playing. I'm not a piano player at all. I did a few piano lessons in primary school, and then I said to my dad, "Nah, it's long." I wish I didn't though. Yeah, let's go. What's this next one? Same thing. That is exactly the same thing as the intro. It's just higher. It's just an octave higher. It's just to ramp it up a bit. Over here, we got the bass. For people that don't use Fruity Loops, those grey notes are just muted. This means I tried stuff and didn't like them and took them out. So, Reactor is our bass. It's a nice sound. Reactor, Monarch, same thing I used on Gotham, just a different preset, different sound. And I've just tweaked it out. I've used it again here actually. So hold on, let's see what. Just a normal church bell. Well, I say it's a church bell, it could be any bell. Drums. Okay. So drums. Here we just got, what would you call it? The drill snare. Just two snares layered up, playing that kind of that riff there, that rhythm there. Typical. You hear it all over the place now. Funny enough, we have actually been using that in grime for a very, very long time, but just not as tame. I've been using that pattern, but I've been doing it much more harshly. So now everyone's used to hearing it a bit more relaxed and calm. So it works. I love it. It's nice. So we've got the claps. Notice one thing. Hi-hats. On this tune, on this loop here, the hi-hats are all leading into things. So the hi-hats lead into the claps. It's kind of like it's whipping into the clap. And the kick, sorry, let's turn on the kick. Yeah, so it's just kind of, I've used the hats to kind of run into things. It just makes things a bit more aggressive, I think. Is that the word? I'm not sure. But the most important hat, I think, in this is this. This sound here, this kind of open hat. Look at that righteous hat, you know. This righteous hat, yeah. It brings the loop back around. It's like it whips it back around. Little trick there. I don't know if it's a trick, but that's what I use it for. It whips it back around. If I take it out, it doesn't go around as aggressive as kind of, this is like it just whiplashes it back around. It's a nice way to bring the loop back to the start. That's how I use it. Yeah, and just 2 kicks. I haven't done it here, but usually when I use 2 kicks, I have to reverse the polarity sometimes to make them work, but these ones seem to work. I usually reverse the polarity on one of them to make it fit, but it's alright, it's working. And this song is pretty much just 2 patterns, just going back and forth, typical grime style, so start up here then. Exactly the same. So, same 2 instruments that were layered before, here. That's it, they're just playing a different riff now. Yep, that's it. There you go, so that's the lower one. Before it was higher up here, this section, octave lower, that's it, simple stuff. I tend to try and keep things easy, you know, just keep things simple. It can be intricate, but I try not to go overboard. Everything I try to do in songs is there for a reason. Like if you notice, this is grayed out. That's because I probably tried something that was a bit too complicated. Let's see what it is. I got no idea what this is, by the way, so if it's something that embarrasses me, so be it. Ah, that's not so bad. So, yeah, look at that. I've gone in, done all this intricate cut in this little shaker loop, if you like, percussion loop, I don't know. Doesn't need to be there. Why is it there? That's why it was muted. Doesn't need to be there. A lot of the time, we often add stuff because we put in the effort to make it and we force it in there, but you just gotta drop the ego sometimes, man. It doesn't need to be there. Funny enough, later down in the song, I went with a simpler form. Just straight, just shaking it. Just shaking it normal. No fancy stuff, and it worked. So I introduced it a bit later on with a much more simpler take. I'm sure that's pretty much the whole tune already, man. There's nothing much to this tune, it's a simple one. That is it. Tune's done. Crashes. So, just like Gotham, same thing. I put the crashes to kind of emphasize the kicks. they're in the exact same place as the kicks, only on one pattern though. So there's a more hype pattern. You know, they're both kind of hype. The crashes make, without the crashes, it would sound a lot tamer. Not a lot tamer, but they make a difference. So that's it. Check out Miss Nothing. That's it. That's the tune. Done. Harlequin. Second wave EP. Thanks for locking in.